Good morning. It's fun to have so many faces here today. Um, so I've been talking about the 60 minutes thing on that was last Sunday, and it talked about how these researchers in Switzerland were working with paraplegics and quadriplegics, and they inserted a brain chip or a chip in their brain, and then hooked it up to a computer and then taught them how to teach themselves to walk, even though they still couldn't feel their legs or their arms. But their brain would tell the computer to help them lift. I mean, their muscles were actually working. So, they had to break it down. It's like, lift the leg, bring it forward, step it down. It was really fascinating, but they still couldn't feel, but they were moving. And then the real kicker was at the end, they realized that their bodies, just from their brain stimulating that area, was growing nerves. And they had no explanation for that. There was like, we totally didn't expect that to happen. We thought we could make them move, but we didn't really expect that to happen. So it's just so miraculous, I think. I know. And this was happening in Switzerland, research there. So medical research is important. I just had to say that. No, I didn't.
and and like gene therapy, baby who would have died, who typically the only treatment is a liver transplant, is thriving and is now like 9, 10.
Oh,
Like, yeah,
oh,
it's
wow. Cool. She's talking about this baby treatment that was going to die, and they did gene therapy, and now it's thriving. I know. So your body truly is miraculous, right? I had a biology teacher that always says, how can you look at how the human body works and not believe in a higher power? Because it's just amazing. And so think about that. Close your eyes and turn to your breath. And when I did my meditation training, just by turning your thoughts to your breath and turning inward can actually change your brain. Your brain is plastic. They call it plasticity when things can change. So the parts of your brain that deal with compassion and love and calmness, non-reactivity grow, and the parts of your brain that are go to fight or flight get smaller. It's amazing. Please bring hands to heart center. I believe when we notice how miraculous our bodies are, how miraculous our breath can be, that we're much more likely to notice the grace that's always surrounding us and even is within us. Please lower your hands, open eyes. Let's do a little movement, shall we? So stretch your right arm up and all the way around and bring it behind you. And then bring your left hand to the back of your head and twist a little bit to your right and then press your head into your hand and just feel how the whole spine lengthens up a little bit and then twist a little deeper and then bring your left hand to the outside of your right knee and breathe. We're just going to explore how using your strong neck muscles kind of connect to your back, your low belly, and even your hips, maybe even your legs and feet. Now we'll just kind of explore that. And then come on back to center. And now sweep your left arm way up and behind you. And the right hand to the back of your head. Gently press it back. You're not pressing your head forward. You're pressing back. Oh, twist. And then bring your hand to your knee. And breathe. And then come back to center. Feels good, right? Now stretch your legs wide. A little music going. I got new music for you. Stretch your arms up. Interlace the hands. And now just bring them to the back of your head. Kind of cup your occipital point and press back. And just feel your sits bones are grounded. Your low belly draws up. Your spine gets tall. And then just face your right leg. And you can bring your hands down and maybe stretch a little deeper if you'd like. And let's go to the other side. If you like that feeling of length, you can press again. Twist to your left this time. And then fold into it. Pavista Konasana. Come on back up. Lean back a little bit so you can bring the soles of your feet together. And wherever you like to put your hands, some people like toes, heels. I like my ankles just to support them. And then just kind of the remembrance of activating the spine all up and down just helps you to widen the knees, hopefully. Just a couple more breaths. Just warming up. Good. And then unwind, bring your knees up and come to all fours. If you want the knee cush, feel free to put it under your knees. And then just start into a few cat cows. They find their way back down. Couple more cow and cat. And then just pause. I want you to think of a hula hoop on your waist and just kind of moving in a circle like you're trying to do the hula hoop. Just you can go slow or fast, whatever feels good for your particular body, and then switch directions. Good. And then pause. Keep your toes curled under. We're just going to stretch out the feet and the knees a little bit. Sit back on your heels if that works. Not bad. Oh, good job, you guys. I know. And then come forward. I'm going to turn this way for this next thing. You're just going to bring your hands a little wider and watch me. You're just going to dip one shoulder and look at the opposite hand, and then come up, dip the opposite shoulder, look at the opposite hand. And just do that a few times. If it feels good and you want to linger down there, you can. Kind of stretching out the shoulders. And then come on back up. Bring your hands under your shoulders. Stretch your feet long this time. And press your toes down to stretch out your ankles. Back on your heels if it feels good. You don't have to go all the way back if it's not possible. You can actually lean back too. That feels good. And then come on forward. Walk your hands a little bit forward. Curl the toes. Come up to a downward facing dog. And just walking out your dog. Notice what your head position is. And instead of letting it drop down, think, I just want to keep the occipital point lifting up. And then it kind of reminds me to keep my shoulders really strong. It's kind of in line with your arms, your head is, even though it's really heavy. Now swivel your heels to the right. And then swivel them to the left. And coming back to center, lower your knees and lower down to your belly. Stretch your feet long. Stretch your arms long. And I just want you to think about the occipital point again. So you're just going to lift straight up with your head and lift your shoulders, lift your arms, and maybe lift your legs if it's feeling good to you. A lot of people have a tendency to just look forward and you get all icky in your neck. And just kind of think of it as a unit. Shalabhasana. One more breath. Bring your hands by your chest. And just start at the bottom again and think, lift head, shoulders. Maybe press the feet down, lift to cobra. Just thinking long spine. Good, lower down. And now push all the way back to child's pose. Keep your arms extended long. Lift onto fingertips. Let your head rest to the floor if it can. That works. And then walk forward to all fours. I'm going to have you grab your blocks and bring them underneath your hands and make your way up to a downward dog here. And then walk your feet up to the blocks, in between the blocks, if you would. And then just grab the blocks, bring them to the higher height right in front of you. You're ready to straighten your legs, you can, but you can keep the knees bent because I want you to keep the weight right in the middle of your feet. And then keep your right hand on the block. Bring your left hand to the back of your head. I like fingertips here, and then just press your head into your hand and just kind of feel how your spine lengthens. And then you can twist to your left, feeling that length. Yeah, and then maybe extend the arm. Try not to let your head drop forward. Just keep it in line with your spine. Beautiful, you guys. Nice. And touch down. And let's switch. So left hand stays on the block. Right hand to the back of your head. Press. You see if you can feel your feet engage more. And then a little twist to the right, keeping your head really nice and strong and long. And extend the arm if you want. Good. And touch down. Bring the blocks back by your feet. And then slowly roll all the way up to standing. Good. Stretch your arms up. Interlace your hands. Bring them to the back of your head. Press back a little bit. Feel the weight right in the middle of your feet. And just notice what happens when you engage there in the rest of your body. And then arc to your right. Just go slow. Keep weight in that left foot. And come back to center. And arc to your left. Whatever you can notice. You're not pulling on your head, you're pushing into your hands. Good, come back to center. Stretch your arms up and fold forward, hands to the blocks. And step your right foot back to a deep lunge. And just take a moment there in that stretch. I like to just check, do I have the weight in my feet mostly? My heel, my knee, my sits bone align. Good, now we're gonna do that little twist again. So right hand stays on the block. If you need to bring the blocks to the higher height, please do. Left hand to the back of the head. Engage and twist. Right hip crease stays back. You can really feel the rest of your body and invested in that. And then extend your arm. Yeah. Beautiful, you guys. And touch down. Now lower the back knee. Stretch your hips back. You can use your blocks here, walk them back to straighten your left leg, or you can do it without the blocks. Just a little hamstring stretch. I always start with my foot flexed because I feel some stretch in my Achilles and my calf, and then feels safer, like I'm drawing the leg into the socket, and then I can try and stretch my foot. Good, bend back into the front knee. And then slowly come upright. to Anjane Asana. Stretch your arms up. With that remembrance, if it helps you, you can cup your occipital point and press. You'll feel your hips get more involved, and it feels like your right knee's sliding forward, at least on mine, and my heel is going back. And I'm going to keep that and bring hands to heart center and then twist to my left. And you don't have to bring the elbow to the knee, but if you want to, you can. Remembering to engage there. Nice, you guys. You flexy girls. Good, unwind. Nice job. Lift the back knee. Step back to down dog. Extend the right leg and step it through to deep lunge. Now, if it's better for you to step forward and back, please do that. Just take a moment to feel the deep lunge. I like to use my fingertips. I don't know why, just to see, oh, am I in my feet? Good. And then we'll engage in that little twist. So right hand to the back of the head, twist to your right, pressing the head into the hand. Just notice what happens in your hips, your legs engage more, and then extend the arm up. Deep lunge twist. One more breath. And touch down. Lower your knee. Slide your hips back for the runner's lunge. Stretching out those hammies. Maybe touch your toes forward. And then bending back into the front knee. Take your time coming up Anjane Asana. Stretch your arms. It feels like you want to just cup your head, press back, engage your rib cage back that way. Hands to heart center. Take your time. Twist to the right. I like to press my right. If your elbow's on your front thigh, you can press your right hand into your left. Keep using your strong head and twist a little deeper. Good. Unwind. And lift your back knee, step back, downward facing dog. And step your feet up to your hands, forward fold. And then just move your blocks forward, come down to a deep squat. And then just go all the way to your back. Arms in cactus or T, whatever works for you. I want you to notice your neutral spine. You're going to keep that, but bring your knees up. And I'm going to encourage you to flex your feet. Keep the neutral spine. Press the back of your head down and just feel the engagement in this position. And then slowly roll your knees to the right. but not all the way, just to a place where you feel like, oh, I'm really challenging my core a little bit. I'm using the back of my head, but keeping the left shoulder blade down. Just hover there for a few seconds. Come back to center. Make sure you're still pressing the back of your head down, not tucking your chin, just, and then go to the other side. Find a spot where you can hover there. The right shoulder stays down. And do that one more time each side. Just remembering, use that strong core. Just let them hover. And back through center to the other side. One side always feels more challenging to me than the other. Just notice that. Say, oh, I just work with my body good. And then come back to center. Hug your knees in and relax. Pretend like it's child's pose, but you're on your back. Especially relax your neck. Good. And then roll to your side and push all the way up to standing. And we're going to come back to the front of our mats, find our blocks, just in case you want them. You'll probably want them for one pose at least. So just have them handy. And stretch your arms up. And on your exhale, hands through heart center. Good. Stretch your arms up. Exhale to forward fold. Remembering to use the occipital point, pranam, and fold. Inhale, sweep the arms all the way up. Exhale, hands through heart center. Inhale, stretch the arms up. Exhale, fold. Pranam. And fold. Inhale, sweep all the way up. Exhale, hands to heart center. Inhale, stretch up. And exhale, fold. And stay there in a forward fold for a moment. And then please step your right foot back to deep lunge. And just kind of check your alignment again. Are you still in your feet? And then come upright, crescent warrior. Might have to bend the back knee just to kind of think, I'm going to engage the rib cage back. And then stretch your arms up. If you need to lower the back knee, you can. So feel free. Just check it out. See if you use your occipital point. Does it change anything? Do you feel any sensations anywhere else? Good. And then stretch the arms up. Bring the hands to heart center. You got it. Slowly twist to your left. Maybe bring elbow on knee, maybe not. Keep that back leg super engaged. Trying to watch all of you, and I'm falling out. Good. Good. Unwind. Touch down. Nice. Step back, downward facing dog. Then the right leg. Step it through deep lunge. Make sure you have width in your feet so they're at least hip distance. And then make your way up. Just go slow. Right hip crease has to stay back, right? And then you're feeling it, crescent warrior. It's really easy to come out of your core here. So if you need to bend the back knee, do. Don't fall. Lower the back knee. Interlace your hands. Press back just to see what you can feel. Your, your hips engage more. Stretch the arms up. Hands to heart center. And just use your strength. Maybe twist. Elbow to knee if possible. Just remembering to engage your core all up and down. Rib cage stays back. That's what gives you your stability. One more breath. And on the exhale, unwind. Step back, downward dog. And this time, go ahead and take a child's pose. Stack your hands under your forehead. Let your neck relax completely. And breathe. And then please come on back up to downward facing dog. On the blocks, if you would. I think it'll work a little bit better because we're going to do wild dog. So extend your left leg, bend your knee, and think to yourself, okay, I'm going to really engage my core. So I feel my rib cage back. I'm using the back of my head. And then when I twist, it feels really stable. You're just stacking left hip on top of right, reaching back. Good, square up the hips and step that foot through. Good job. Now turn your blocks up to the higher height. Lift your back heel super high. And then just think hips move up and back to straighten the left leg to pyramid pose. Yeah, good. And just explore a little bit here. And now come up like a pranam. I want you to just notice how your spine's nice and long. Your right hand stays on the block. Bring your left hand to the back of your head. And then twist a little bit and then press your head into your hand. So you just feel like this opening and then maybe twist a little bit deeper. Yeah, and extend the left arm. Twisted triangle. Wow, you guys are awesome. Good, and touch down. Bend into the front knee. Lower your blocks and step back. Downward facing dog. That was incredible, everybody. Here, I can't see you at home, but I'm sure it was. Extend the right leg. Same thing. I want you to just kind of feel the engagement first. You're not scooping your tailbone with it. You're just feeling your low belly get stable and then open up to wild dog. Good. Square up the hips. Step that foot through. Deep lunge. And just check your alignment again. You can move the blocks to the higher height. Want to. Mm. Lift the heel, straighten the right leg this time, and maybe fold a little deeper. Just explore a little bit in pyramid pose. One side might feel tighter than the other. That's okay. Just work with it. And then come back up like a pranam. Keep your left hand on the block, right hand to the back of the head. Press and then twist. And if it feels good and you want to extend your right arm, twisted triangle pose. One more breath. And touch down. Bend the front knee. Move your blocks to the lower height if you had them high and step back. Downward facing dog. And go ahead and back, child's pose. I think when you take the time to notice all these connections in your body, you realize how miraculous these poses are, really, and what they can do for you. Kind of connecting the circuits in your brain, right? Good. Come forward. Just move your blocks out of the way. And then come on up to downward facing dog. And come forward to plank pose. And I want you to notice in plank, is my head dropped? Is my head lifted? Or can I really use the back of my head to engage into the full plank? Low belly draws up, clavicles broaden, really strong. Good. And see, maybe you can keep that as you lower to the mat. Inhale, come to cobra. And lower down. Now, if you felt strong in that plank and you're able to find that connection, you're welcome to do a push up to plank and then down dog, or just go right to down dog. Do one more vinyasa like that. You just do it with your own breath. So I think inhale, plank. Exhale, lower. Cobra. Lower. And either push up to down dog or down dog. Take a moment and down dog. And then go ahead and lower your knees and transition to a seated position. Legs out in front. You can inner spiral a little bit. Bend your right knee. Bring your ankle across your thigh. Little hip work. I love your headband. Looks awesome. Now, some of you might want more. If this feels like it's too easy, you can lift and move like this, or you can wrap your elbow. If you can get your elbow crease to your little toe side, it feels kind of nice. And then just rock your babies. Lots of good babies in here. Nothing to do with your neck, but maybe. Good. And release. And let's switch. Since we didn't do a lot of hip work, how's that feel? Fine. This is my special side. If you want more, you can do the wrap thing. You can just lift the foot and the knee. Yeah. Think of that ball and socket of your hip. Just kind of working with that. And unwind. Now bend your knees. Okay, this is going to be hard, but it feels really good. So lean back so your arms are full length. And then see if you can hold there and bring your hands back to the back of your head. Press your head into your hands and then lift your legs. Whoa, now stretch your arms. Boat pose. Good. And then lower the feet down. And go ahead and come down to your backs, but have one block handy. And just take a moment there. And then I want you to do supported Setu Bandha, so supported bridge pose. So either the low or the middle height of your block, you just kind of press into your feet, slide the block underneath and let right under your sacrum. And then press your sacrum down to get your shoulder blades underneath a little more. And then just relax into that block. You'll know it's in the right place. If it feels really therapeutic, you can lift your legs and it just feels safe and therapeutic. If you want to, you can even extend your legs up. Nice, you guys. Think of legs up the wall, but on a little support. And then bring your feet back down. And lift up enough to slide the block out. And please interlace behind your right thigh. Stretch that leg up towards the ceiling and switch the left leg to the floor because I know you all can. Good. And then just see if you can make a big circle with your big toe. Press your thigh into your hands, just like you did with your head, but press your head down and just kind of notice the engagement of the low belly up, lengthening of your spine. Good, and then release and we'll switch. Once you get set up, just A big circle with your big toe. And bend that knee. Bring your feet wide, arms in cactus. Let's do a couple windshield wipers. Yeah, there's all kind of props in the way. Kind of work out any kinks. Bring the knees up. Reach your arms straight up. Just bring your knees to the outside of your elbows. Reach for your feet or ankles for happy baby pose. Just play a little. See what needs to be loosened up. Maybe you can straighten the legs. Maybe bring the soles of the feet together. Maybe you just sway back and forth, bringing one knee down and then the other. Excuse me. You can Peter Pan it too. Bring one leg long, the other foot to the inside of the thigh, and do that on both sides. And then bringing your feet, releasing them, bringing the soles of the feet together when they reach the ground. Open up for butterfly. And then go ahead and transfer to Shavasana. Bye, Lisa. Thanks for being here. Oh, no, no. Relax your neck, especially your shoulders, your jaw. Just notice if you relax one part of your body, the rest of your body seems to follow suit. Every exhale, you sink a little deeper. Somebody's car is in the way of Lisa's. Would any of you be in her way? Maybe Helen. Helen, were you the last car in? Did you park behind Lisa? Possibly. Okay. Is your key in it? Okay. Sorry, she can't get out and she has an appointment. I'm sorry. No. And finding your breath again. Just feeling the miracle of your breath as it moves in and out. Start to deepen it. When you're ready, you can move in small ways. Make your way up to seated when you're ready. Just take your time. Part of the problem with the word disabilities is that it immediately suggests an inability to see or hear or walk or do things that many of us take for granted. But what of people who can't feel or talk about their feelings or manage their feelings in constructive ways? What of people who aren't able to form close and strong relationships and people who cannot find fulfillment in their lives? These, it seems to me, are the real disabilities. That's from The World According to Mr. Rogers, Fred Rogers. Just bring hands to heart center. And just ever so slightly bow your head towards your heart. And you're all miraculous to me. Thanks for practicing today. Namaste. You're just gonna